Hi everybody, and we are so glad to be back. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the last 2 episodes. It has been amazing. Like, honestly, each week we keep coming back, don't we? And we're just so grateful to you all who watched the last episodes, because I'm gobsmacked. Like, how many people have watched it? It's incredible. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified about these episodes, hit the bell icon. Today, we're going to be focusing on Tom and your life and how you started videography. How exciting. This is episode 3. So, today's episode is all about you. Okay. How are you feeling about that?
Nervous?
Yeah, from being the camera guy who's like hid behind the camera to now being in the spotlight. How does that feel?
Not good.
It's daunting, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's nice that you get to experience this side of things too, because I think it's important as well, because you get to be in, seat for once, don't you? And the client seat.
I'd much prefer to stand behind there.
Right, so let's go back, because this episode is all about you, and let's go to the very, very beginning. So when did you first know that you liked video work and cameras, and when did you first get into videography?
Well, I've always liked film from a very young age.
Yeah.
As far back as I can remember. Videography itself probably started when I got my first ever video camera. And I think I was 13, 12, 13 when I got my first video camera.
How did you get that?
So on the weekends after school, I had to go to work with my dad and I had to earn my money so I could get this camera. And I remember my dad saying that if you come to work with me every weekend, you work hard, you can have your camera for your birthday.
Aww.
So I went to work, did all that. I remember I got the Argos catalogue out, and I remember going through and getting to the cameras page and seeing all these high-8 video cameras, because they were tapes.
Yeah.
There are tapes in them. And seeing this, it was a Samsung high-8 video camera. So I just circled it. And I seen another one. I thought, and they were all really expensive at the time.
Yeah.
And I just kept looking at the price thinking, there's no way on earth my mum and dad are going to be able to afford these. No way.
Yeah, it would have been expensive even back then.
Yeah. So I circled a few that I thought I liked. Yeah. And I thought, well, mum and dad will only get me the one they can afford, so I'll be happy with whichever they get. So I ripped the page out and I went to my mum and I said, can you afford any of them? And she went, I can't afford any of them. And I was like, oh no. And then my dad said, look, if you work hard, I'll get you one. Oh. So I went to work with him every weekend. And I remember it was the hottest summer.
Yeah.
And for a 12-year-old, and I was lifting barrows of sand and full barrows, like a 12-year-old shouldn't be able to do it, you know. And I remember my dad saying, look, just slow down, you take your time.
Yeah.
And I did this for I think it was about 6 weekends. I went with him to work and did that. And it was a week before my birthday. And I could feel this excitement coming on. I was thinking, I'm going to get this camera soon. I'm going to get this camera soon. And before my birthday even came, there was a box in the post. So I went in the hall, and so you've been through my hallway.
Yeah.
We used to have two brown doors with glass panes in. And if my mum knew there was going to be a delivery, she'd leave the door open, ajar, and they could put the parcel inside the door. So I went and I opened and I seen this. It was wrapped. It was wrapped in this like cellophane, like a bag.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's that? So I ripped open this brown box inside. I thought, what's in this box? So I got this box and I heard my mum coming. I went, Mum, there's a delivery. And she went, give me that box. She took it off me. And I thought, it's got to be something good because she wouldn't have took it off me otherwise.
But you were so excited in that moment.
And I couldn't
like a little boy's dream, isn't it?
Oh, I couldn't bear it. I was like, I want it now.
Yeah.
I want it. So I said, what is it? What is it? And she said, you'll have to wait and see. So I waited anyway. And my birthday came and then I got up in the morning and there was this same size box wrapped in birthday paper.
Yeah.
And I ripped it open. Oh my God, I'd never been so happy. And they got me the dearest one. Oh. And I was like, oh my God.
So that's the moment then.
Yeah, I was hooked.
Yeah.
I was hooked. I couldn't get enough of it. My friends, one of my mates I used to skate with.
Yeah.
I used to film him skating all the time. Oh. And then my best mate, Lee, we both had a passion for film. He was way worse than me. Like he
showed me videos of
oh my God, he could write scripts.
Yeah.
And if I shown you one of them now, you'd read it and you'd say, God, you could actually make that into a film. Mm. He'd say different. I know he would. But I always found them really good.
Yeah.
And he was a good writer. And I still think he is a good writer. He'd probably say, now he'd read it and go, what the f*** is that? Throw that in the bin. We used to write together. I used to have a caravan in my garden.
Yeah.
And we used to sit in my caravan really late at night and he'd write these scripts and we'd film them.
That's so lovely.
We'd film them. He'd be one character, I'd be the other character.
You acting?
Oh, we couldn't act for shit. It was terrible. It was terrible. Oh my God. We used to even get people around the avenue involved.
Did you?
Like, yeah.
That's
like,
brilliant.
Like my little cousin, Tyler, and some of his friends, like, we'd get them to be bad guys in the film. It was really funny, really funny. Even my sister.
What's the best one that you ever did, like, shot?
A film that we called The Frightening, and it was a horror film.
Okay.
It was about a poltergeist. Oh. Yeah. And a lot of blood and gore. And
there's a funny story with this one, I think, if I remember.
Go on.
Is it the one where you scared your mum? I think you should share that with everybody. Go on.
Oh, God. So we used to have little blood swabs.
Yeah.
And we used to stick them under our T-shirts. And I was meant to get stabbed.
Oh, God.
So I was meant to die at the end of the film. We did the scene. I had to get this white T-shirt because we couldn't get the blood to show through on a dark T-shirt. Yeah. So I had this white T-shirt. I put this white T-shirt on. And he stabbed me and he kept missing. Oh, God. And I had these marks all over me. And I just kept thinking, he's going to hit it in a minute. He's going to hit it in a minute.
God.
Anyway, he did.
Yeah.
And I just remember after we'd finished, I was still covered in this.
Okay, yeah.
Blood, fake blood.
But it must have looked a bit dramatic.
Soaked.
Yeah.
The T-shirt was absolutely soaked.
Gosh.
And I said to him, give me the knife, give me the knife. And I got another one. I stuck it under my T-shirt, stuck it on. He goes, what are you doing? I went, I'll be back in a minute. And he goes, no, don't do that. And I went, shh. And I went in the house, my mum was sat in the back room and she was watching EastEnders or Coronation Street. I was watching something. And I went in and I pretend to have this knife stuck here. And I'd left the blood gushing out of the hole. So I popped it before I got in and it was just gushing.
Oh my gosh.
And thick. And I went, oh, Mama, with the knife sticking between my fingers. And she went, what the bloody hell have you done?
That is so funny. Oh, God, you must have kept her on her toes.
She could have had a heart attack. I know I wasn't thinking straight, was I? So, and And it's a good job my dad wasn't there. He would have clobbered me around the head. But I went, I fell on the floor, and she went, you bloody idiot. I'm sorry. I'm only joking, Mum. Look, I'm all right. And she went, you idiot. Oh, yeah, it was funny.
It's nice, though, that your parents supported you in all of this, though, even if you tested them and that.
They used to watch. They used to watch them.
That's
so we'd get them. I'd put them on a tape.
Yeah.
I'd transfer it off the camera, put it on a tape, and I'd take it in the house and I'd let them watch it. And
that's nice.
They were good critics. Yeah, and they'd say, you should have acted a bit better in that bit or whatever, you know. And they were really good. And my dad used to just take the piss out of us.
So if we move on from there a bit then, what happened after all that then? What did you do?
I started getting into wildlife photography. So I wanted a better camera. And at the time I was working for a building company called Kellen Builders, I think they were called at the time. And I remember saying to my dad, I've been online and I've found this video camera.
Yeah.
And it was a big video camera. It was a Canon XL2. I think the BBC were using it at the time.
Wow.
And I said to my mum and dad, I said, I really want this camera. I really want it. It was a massive step up from this little Hi8 handy camera.
Then as well, like, it must have been.
Yeah, I think it was end of 2007.
Okay.
That was, or beginning of 2008. It's one of them. And I said to my dad, I really, really want it, but this camera is $3,500. And there was no way I could afford that.
Yeah.
And I was working. So my dad said, look, your mum will help you save. So because I was shit at saving. I couldn't save. My life depended on it.
Nothing's changed then.
No.
I've heard stories from your missus.
I could spend like there's no tomorrow. And so what I did every week, I went to my mum and I give her £100.
Yeah.
£100. And I did that and I carried on doing it until I had about 2,100 and something.
Okay, so you did well.
And my dad said, look, you've worked hard, you've saved, and you've not asked your mum for any money. We'll put the rest towards it.
Oh.
So they put the rest towards it. And then my dad said, look, where are you buying it from? I said, I don't know where to buy it from. So my dad said, there's a camera shop in Colwyn Bay, Cambrian Photography.
Oh, yeah. We've been there a few times.
So he said, come on, I'll take you.
Yeah.
So we went to this camera shop and he said, it's worth an ask. If you can't get it from me, you can get it online.
Mm-hmm.
So I printed it out on a piece of A4 paper and I said, do you sell these cameras? And I wrote down what make it was. And she didn't even have to read it. She went, oh yeah, we can get them in. Mm-hmm. We then had to put a deposit down. So then my dad put a deposit down. Long story short, a few weeks later, because I had to wait weeks for this camera, and I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to get it.
You're quite impatient at times as well.
Yeah,
that's why you like to get things done, don't you?
Yeah. So anyway, we left work early. We went in their van, and my dad said, I could not wait for the end of this day. And I said to my dad, come on, it's time to go yet. And he said, just be patient, Will. Yeah, I said, the shop's going to close. So he said, oh, I'll ask the boss if we can go a bit earlier just so we can get there in time. So I think we left like an hour earlier than we were supposed to. Anyway, we went, there it was on the counter in this big, massive box. It's huge. How am I going to hold that?
Yeah.
Anyway, they had a guy there from the BBC.
I remember you telling me this story.
And the lady said, have you ever used a camera like this before? And I said, no, never used a camera like this. And she said, would you like to have a bit of training while you're here to use it? And I was petrified. I was like, oh my God, no. And my dad went, yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. He'll go on, go over there. And I was like, oh God. So I had a bit of training off the guy.
Yeah.
He taught me how to, what all the buttons did and because there's a lot of bloody buttons on it, a lot more than a bloody high camcorder. So I learned a bit how to use it. I went home. So I was going to like wildlife parks.
Yeah, that's nice.
And shooting wildlife stuff. And
You've
then
been doing this for a long time, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And then, so when did the so I guess you just trained up on when you were experimenting with it all.
Yeah, so what I did is I was just a freelancer, so I just learned as I went along.
Yeah.
So every new piece of equipment that I got, I just took the time, and Liam will tell you this, I never read a bloody instruction manual in my life. He always used to have a go at me. Have you read the instructions? No. That's why it's not bloody working. I used to get in the mood. It's not working. Funny. This ain't working. That ain't working. I don't know what's wrong with it. And he'd say, have you read the instructions? No, I haven't. Well, bloody read them then. Yeah. If I had a problem, he was the problem solver. Yeah. And he'd always, and he'd still tell you this now. He'd sit there and...
He still does it to you.
He still does it.
Stories,
he still does it now.
He's your best friend, isn't he?
And he'd sit there and he'd go through because I haven't got time or patience to read an instruction manual.
But it's been important at times.
Well, it is, yeah. It tells you all about the equipment, doesn't it? So I just couldn't be arsed.
But you like to learn through experience, don't you? So
you can't exactly break it, can you? So I'd just turn buttons to see what they did, or because that's the only way you'll find out.
Trial and error, isn't it?
Trial and errors to find out what things do. Oh, that does that. Okay, well, okay, don't do that. Or whatnot. And then it kind of went from that to so I'd have to say a little bit about the music, how I went, because I was into recording music for people. So when I was recording music for bands, they would ask, okay, do you know anyone that films music videos? Okay. So then I started getting into that. So
we'll have to do another episode maybe on the music side as well, how you started that. That'd be interesting. That brings us back to I wonder what you guys want to see as well. Would you like to hear a bit more about that? Is that something that people might be interested in?
Maybe.
So drop us a comment below if you're interested in that. But so
or maybe they'd like to see a special guest talk with me.
Yeah, possibly. That could be on the card soon, couldn't it? We're already asking somebody about that. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes. But going back to that, I then started shooting music videos. Yeah. For bands. And then I got a better camera again. I then moved on to a Canon 700D, which is more of a photography camera. Yeah. It's not a dedicated film camera. But at the time, it was a good camera. Yeah. So I liked doing photography. So it was a win-win. Yeah. So I was able to do photographs and video. I met a guy that did his own events, and he had a stage company. And then I started shooting the videos for his festival. Okay. And
he's a lovely guy. I know who you're going to talk about.
And he helped me out. Oh my God, loads, so much. Because I suffered with bloody anxiety and all that stuff, And he helped me out a lot. He's a good friend. And I shot his festival. Yeah. I did the trailers at the end of every year. So ready for next year. And I did that twice. And then, and then I met you. Yeah. This came about. Yeah. And it's just gone nuts.
How do you feel about that then?
I was scared.
Yeah, I was too.
But excited. I didn't know how it was going to go. I just thought, if I don't try it now, I'm never going to do it. Yeah. So, and I knew you had the same kind of passion for production and music and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, it's a win-win situation, really, isn't it? So
it was funny how we touched upon that in episode 1.
Both for it, the same list.
That was weird. Yeah. That's when you know something's meant to be, and we trialed it, didn't we? And boom, this is where we are. Now you've done all sorts of stuff, haven't you? Like commercial videos, we've done all sorts.
Talk about jumping the deep end.
I know. But I think that's the best way to do it sometimes, isn't it? But that's another thing, is for anybody that's in college at the moment or studying and things, like you didn't, if you don't mind me saying this, you didn't really like school, did you?
No, hated school.
And coming out of it,
Hated it.
Like you went straight into work with your dad, didn't you, in that industry, building and stuff, and you were doing this on the side. But look at you now, look where you've gone, and you're self-taught. And it's, you know, this is proof that if you've got a passion about something,
don't give up on it.
Don't. And there's other ways around it. Like if you're not academically minded and all that.
And you've just got to take the risk and just go for it. Don't listen to people.
Yeah.
When people tell you can't do something, do it anyway.
But what made you want to take that gamble in that? Because obviously you left your job to pursue this, and that's a massive thing to do.
If I didn't have the support of my partner, I probably couldn't have done it. Yeah. But I still think I would have done it. I don't think it wouldn't have stopped me. But
it's so nice that you've got such a lovely family, and like Holly and the boys as well. Like you've got 2 sons, haven't you? And they're probably going to take, one of them might take after you.
Well, he's going in that direction, isn't he?
Yeah, he's into it too. Yeah. And that's what's really nice. And, you know, you could be an inspiration to your boys.
I hope so. I hope so.
And showing them, look, you can start something in your back garden and then build it
up to something bigger. They've both got more brains than me, I tell you that. I could, there's no doubt about that.
But that's another episode as well. Like, would you like to know about how this little studio came about too? Because that's interesting to talk about.
Wow.
Couldn't we? We could talk about that.
Like I said before, the music side is a lot more in-depth than the videography. Like, I skipped time frames with the videography. Like, I was on and off all the time. Music was a constant. But
they kind of blend, and that's what's so good, is because you've got the experience in both backgrounds.
Yeah.
It's a one-stop shop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop, yeah. So having that knowledge of both, because sound is 90%.
Yeah. Well, it is.
Because you could have shit picture with great sound, and people will totally ignore the picture as long as the sound is great. But if you've got shit sound and a great picture, people won't fucking watch it.
Or like when we sit down together and we go through music and stuff like that and sounds, it's just, I think having them background, like you've got a background in that and I have, it really adds to the video point because you know when it matches, you know how to sync it together, and you create that story, and it shows in your work, and it's
just emotion.
It's your hobby. And that's why you love what you do. And that's why it's so important to nurture that and make sure you keep hold of that, because you never want to lose that. I'd never change anything. No.
I wouldn't change anything that I've done through videography or music. Some days I sit here and I go, God, I wish I could just jump back. I wish I could jump back 15 years and go do that again, what we did as friends. Yeah. And all them stupid videos we made, they're amazing. Like, that made me love video. Yeah. I loved it. And I still love it today. And I love the passion I have for watching how things come together. You just can't, it's something you can't write.
That's so lovely, that. And thank you so much for sharing it all. It's been amazing, hasn't it? Is there anything else you'd like to say to anybody?
If you've got a passion for something, don't give up on it.
Yeah. And it would be interesting, maybe, like, depends what you guys want to see. But if you would like to hear more about the music side of stuff and how Tom got into, you know, audio things, I just want to say also thank you to your partner and your boys and everybody like that well. Like,
I'd be nowhere without her, you know.
I think she's a massive credit to you.
Yeah, she's always been there for when my mum died, when my dad had a stroke. God, if she wasn't there, she held us all together. Yeah,
and the support she gives you with this business.
Yeah, she's always there. If I need anything, if I'm stuck.
We're really lucky because my partner as well, he's amazing, and my family and everybody's so supportive. And I think it's credit to them as well. Like, we've got that good support network, haven't we?
Yeah.
We do struggle at times, don't we, and stuff, and it's hard being self-employed, but you keep going and you've just got to focus on that goal, don't you? And we'll get there one day, won't we?
You just don't stop.
No.
As hard as it is sometimes.
Yeah. So I think that draws us to a close, and thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Like, it's just lovely to hear a bit more about you, and I hope you guys have found that interesting as well. And yeah, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching. And next episode as well, episode 4. I know, it's all about me. Oh God. But yeah, Tom will be asking me questions in episode 4. And in episode 4 as well, we'll have a big announcement for future episodes as well, because we have some very, very exciting things coming, don't we? I'm so excited about that.
And if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, stick them in the comments, and maybe we can do a Q&A.
Or will be revealed in the next episode, so make sure you tune in next Monday. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next Monday at 7 p.m.
See you later. Bye.